When I said do it again, I didn't mean literally do it again. Well, it happened again. Literally happened again. The Hawks win 2-1 in overtime over the Dallas Stars. They did it again. There's nothing else to say. They literally did the exact same thing they did 2 nights ago, and did the exact same thing and won. So I'm not really going to complain. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the game. Rough start. Just that's what it is. It's a rough start. Rupe Hintz gets a goal in the first 5 minutes. Hawks are down 1-0 already. I mean, whatever. They were moving out of the zone. They got picked. Robertson gets it to Hintz. He moves in on Lankinen, and he's able to sneak it past him. It's 1-0 Stars. Whatever. Hawks are in the power play about halfway through the period, and towards the end of it, Nick Boudin, new to the lineup, gets the puck, takes a shot on Ottinger, rings it off the post. He was that close to getting his first NHL goal, but alas, it just wasn't meant to be tonight. Really nothing else in the first period, honestly. Pretty boring, honestly. Intermission, Stars 1, Hawks nothing. Now the second period. Let me go ahead and tell you something. You know what you don't do? You don't give up 2 breakaways in the first minute of a period, because that's exactly what the Hawks did. The Stars were on the penalty kill. The Hawks were in the power play, and they gave up a breakaway shorthanded opportunity. Lankinen stopped it once. He stopped the second one. You cannot continue to have that kind of stuff happen. You cannot ask your goalie to make 2 back-to-back breakout stops in the opening minute of a period like that, night in, night out. That just cannot fly, and that needs to change right now because that was not pretty. Just a few minutes later, Stars are in the Hawk zone. Bit of a scramble in front. It's thrown on net. Jamie Benn pokes it in. 2-0 Stars. Or so we think. Jeremy Collinson makes a very smart decision here and challenges that call for goalie interference. And what do you know? Jamie Benn, the goal scorer, does interfere with Lankinen. No goal. Hawks are still within 1. We got that break. Don't let it happen again. Fortunately, in the latter half of the period, the Hawks are on the power play again. And Kurashev gets this puck, weaves his way in, gets a cross-sized puck to Patrick Kane. He throws it on net, and it goes in. Hawks have tied the game on a PPG by Matthias Janmark. Gets a goal against his former team. Gets a tip off of the Patrick Kane pass. Maybe it was going to be intended for Kubalik. Who knows? But he tipped it in, beats Ottinger through the 5-hole. And whatever, doesn't matter how you get it, you get it. We're tied. That's what matters. That would be the score going into second intermission. 1-1, we're tied. Now in the third period, the Hawks looked like they could have gotten a couple chances. They got a couple chances, really good chances, and looked like they could have gotten a goal. But early in the period, Kane takes a nice shot. Ottinger gloves it. And then later in the period, Hugh Suter has a chance in front and just can't get his stick on it. Kind of is a little bit late to shooting it. And as a result, Ottinger's awaiting right there to make the stop. So with that said, we're going to overtime again against Dallas. This is now the second series of the season where both games we play in the set goes to overtime. And in this case, it's going to be the opposite of what happened when we played Nashville. About a half minute into overtime, Rupe Hintz has a chance to go and score the game winner. Lankinen makes the stop. Nice. Keep the team in the game. You keep the team so that you can get the 2 points. That's what you're supposed to do, right? But anyways, Rupe Hintz kind of slides, takes a bit of a slide here, runs into Lankinen. Lankinen's just on his back on top of Hintz for a couple seconds. Thank goodness for the defense for holding him off, because that would have been a horrible way to go out of Dallas with Lankinen on his back on top of a Dallas player and can't really do much to stop a puck going in the back of his net. Fortunately, the defense comes through and doesn't let the Stars get a shot on net. They cleared away. Crisis averted. This was a really nice play from some depth players, and they love to see it up here. So Gurionov comes off the bench, has a chance. Save is made by Lankinen. Big stop. Brandon Hagel takes the rebound and swallows it up, takes it for himself. And he goes to bring it up ice with Joe Pavelski as his guard. He pulls it up, makes a quick move, makes Joe Pavelski back off a little bit, crosses ice a little bit, dumps it over to Pius Suter. He moves in, he puts it on Ottinger, and he scores! Pius Suter wins the game in overtime for the Chicago Blackhawks, and they would take both games in Dallas 2-1 in OT. Big time W for the Hawks here. They've now won 3 straight. Let's go, baby. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is an exact opposite of the series we had with Nashville. In the series with Nashville, we lost both games in overtime. 3-2 and 1-2 in a shootout. Today, we now have a series win, both in extra time. 2-1 and 2-1 to the Dallas Stars. Both of those series, by the way, on the road. Bit of a weird tidbit if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Well, next on the list, the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're back in the UC. We're going back to the United Center to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets for another 2-game set. Last time that we'll be seeing the Blue Jackets in the home jerseys. The last 4 games against them will be in Columbus. Let's see if we can salvage 2 wins against Columbus this time. As we lost the first game but won the second one in the previous series, let's take 4 of 4. How about it, folks? That's going to do it for me here. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video if you liked it. Make sure to stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.